The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
Money's coming to me. Money's coming to me.
You have this issue where it's really challenging to get economic growth. I mean, if you look at the last 6 recoveries, the average GDP growth was 4% through all 6 of those. This recovery has been an average of 2.3%.
2.3%, that's right. At least somebody's telling the truth. 2.3%. In the last 10 years, our average growth per year, was about 2.5%. When President Trump came in and his team, Larry Kudlow told President Trump, along with his team, Moore, and Art Laffer, he sat with the president and told him, look, we know exactly what to do. Don't worry. We're going to get to a 4 to 5% GDP growth. Make sure you go out and do the best job you can in cutting taxes for all our friends, the large corporations. Because we talked to the CEOs of the largest corporation, and they told us if you cut taxes for them, they'll take all that savings, plow it back into their companies, and buy new machinery and equipment called business investment. Take it, business investment, buy all that new machinery, equipment, which will increase productivity, and then they will give Main Street, our workforce, about 157 million people, wage increases. And every household owner will get a $4,000 check besides. Remember all that? Unfortunately, President Trump made one of the biggest mistakes ever in bringing on Larry Kudlow. If the president is going to lose this next election, it'll be because of Larry Kudlow, because we will hit a recession right before the election. So Trump has got to fire him as quickly as he can. Now, I notice Larry Kudlow isn't out on the scene as often, so that may be coming. We got to hope so, because we need the president for a second term. He's got to get that second term. He's done more than any other president, especially under the pressure he's under every day. I mean, think about it. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I'm independent, so I just call it as I see it. I mean, if you hate this guy, and if you hate Trump, and you're a person of good character, and you're a self-thinker, you do what's right, you would have to say, this is not fair. I mean, he's done an amazing job running this country, being under that pressure. Can you imagine being under the pressure of impeachment every day? Now, if anybody's ever been in a lawsuit, you know what it is to be under pressure every day. But this president, that's what nobody's giving him credit for. He's incredible. Just think about it. He didn't need this. He didn't need to be president of the United States. He'd given up billions of dollars in projects. But at least give the guy some credit. If you hate him, be a little fair. Can't you be at least a little fair? And if you're a person you can't find any fairness, and you're like AOC and her crowd, or Pelosi and her crowd, if you're part of a team, that's the worst thing about it. There should be no Republican. There should be no Democrat. Everybody should be just the same, independent. Everybody independent and just do what is best for the country. But because they have teams, You're on a Democrat team. You're on a Republican team. But see, it's the independents like me who decide who the president's going to be. That's right. It's always the independent. It's always been that way. It's the independent vote that counts, the biggest. So, and people, when they're independent, that means they're self-thinkers. They're independent thinking. They're not swayed by, oh, I'm a Republican or I'm a Democrat. I mean, when you see what's going on with this country right now, it is horrible. People are in worse shape now than they ever were. I'm talking about before, when Trump took over. They're not in any better shape than the day he took over. A small group are. A very tiny group is. A tiny group, their wealth has increased 187%. The only one who benefited was a tiny little group whose wealth has increased 187%. That's called the top 1 percentile. They've gained. They've done terrific. And when they give you these numbers, wages and all that, they throw everybody into one pile. So it distorts the number. You know, these cable networks, these financial shows, these jibber jabbers, whether it's Fox Business or CNBC Business or Bloomberg Business, they don't tell the truth. They just don't tell the truth. They're no different. They're not a bit different than the news organizations that report on politics. In fact, they're worse because they're going to affect you, your pocket, your family. The consequences are severe. The government's spending $1 trillion more than the taxes it takes in. Because, oh, so what? We got a printing machine. People have no clue what that means. Think about it. They don't tell the truth. They should be saying right now, do you know that the banks overnight, when they make a short-term loan to you, let's say they're going to give you a 90-day loan or a 120-day loan or a 6-month loan, they can't cover it, the small banks. At night, what they usually do when they can't cover their loan at night, all the banks get together, what they call is a repo. What that means is I'm a bank, you're a bank, and I just made during the day some short-term loans, 30, 60, 90-day short-term business loans, but I can't cover them. I don't have the cash. So you're another bank, and I say, well, listen, how about if you take these loans, you buy them from me. What I'll do is I'll sell you some of my securities. I'll sell you some stocks, and I'll buy them back the next day, and I'll give you a profit because I need some cash. And I say, okay, no problem. I'll give you the cash. How much you need? Well, I need about $20 million. Okay, I'll give you $20 million, and then the next day you buy your stock back or your whatever back from us and give me a profit of 10%. It's done. But guess what's happening? Nobody's talking about it. One bank who's short of capital overnight, the other banks are not taking his stock or securities or anything. They're saying, no, I'm not doing it because they don't trust them. That's exactly what happened right before the crash of 2008. Remember? The banks would not trust the other banks. So just recently, the banks that could not meet their obligation overnight for short-term loans because the other banks wouldn't take security from them, which always works that way. It's kind of a neat system. The bank just says, look, I'm $20 million short. I'll give you $20 million in stock, or I'll give you $20 million in bonds, and the next morning I'll buy them back from you, and I'll give you a 10% VIG on it. That's a pretty good deal. Banks always do it, but they're not doing it right now because they don't trust one another, just like before the crash of 2008. So what happened last week, they had to come in, the government had to come in. I'm sorry, the Federal Reserve had to come in, print money, and give it to the bank. You know how bad that is? That's exactly what happened right before the crash. But the other thing they don't talk about is we're spending $1 trillion more than we're taking in taxes. Our government, the United States of America, its net worth is negative $20 trillion. We're broke. We're broke. You know, when I get back, we're going to talk about the consequences of this government, how it's going to affect you when they're broke, which they are now. We'll be right back, and I'm going to give you a good stock, too, when I get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
I'll give you a profit because I need some cash. And it's okay, no problem. I'll give you the cash. How much you need? When the markets open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Join us Saturday, November 9th for the Veterans Day Block Party hosted by Operation Warrior Resolution. The best local bands, celebrities, food, and fun to celebrate those who served. Everyone welcome to come celebrate the military nonprofits of Sarasota over Veterans Day weekend, November 9th at Cityside Apartments in the historic Rosemary District in Sarasota.
Hi, I'm Kendra Simpkins, U.S. Army veteran and CEO of local veteran nonprofit Operation Warrior Resolution. Come celebrate Veterans Day with us at this free event with plenty of food and drink, live music, and celebrity surprises. Come show your support, honor our heroes, and have lots of fun. We provide peace to veterans in distress through the use of alternative methods.
Veterans Day weekend, November 9th at Cityside Apartments in the historic Rosemary District in Sarasota. For more information, go to OperationWarriorResolution.org. That's OperationWarriorResolution.org and click on the events page for the Veterans Day Block Party.
Join us Saturday, November 9th for the Veterans Day Block Party hosted by Operation Warrior Resolution. The best local bands, celebrities, food, and fun to celebrate those who serve. Do you understand? Everyone welcome to come celebrate the military nonprofits of Sarasota over Veterans Day weekend, November 9th at Cityside Apartments in the historic Rosemary District in Sarasota. Starts at 1600 hours. That's 4 p.m. for those who don't know. For more information, go to OperationWarriorResolution.org. That's OperationWarriorResolution.org and click on the events page for Veterans Day Block Party. Be there.
Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock chart seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
When the markets open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. You know, the market, I told my gang, when earnings season starts, just buy the S&P index, the 500 companies, best companies in the world, spiders they call it, and you always make money. Within about the first 4 to 6 weeks, the market always goes up. I mean, you can bet on it every time because it's called the spiders. And you'll remember this in next earnings season because what they do, they rigged the earnings season so the first ones to report are the banks because they are the only ones allowed when their earnings come out to rig them so they're better than what they actually are. They're allowed to take from, let's say a bank made $1 million, but they estimated they're going to make $2 million, but they see they're only going to make $1 million. So let's say they got $12 million set aside for bad debt. So what they do is they go and take $2 million of that set aside, and they'll add it to the bottom line. So now their profits look like they're $3 million when they're really not. Because it's important because if the bank stocks go up, that's very, very important because it's the bank stocks that drive the whole stock market earnings. So when earnings season begins, you want to make sure the sentiment coming out of the gate is positive. So buy the spiders. We bought around $260, the spiders, my gang. And today the spiders are at around 307, so we're doing pretty good, 308. But you always do that during earnings season because, remember, they always lowball what their earnings are going to be. When you hear them say, like today, they're saying 80% of the stocks they're reporting beat their earnings expectations. What the jibber jabbers don't tell you, they're beating their own expectations. So again, they can make a big deal out of it. So they lowball everything. So it's just a little tip that you can make money every time. I mean, it's like shooting fish in a barrel. But remember, you also got to remember to get out. You got to get out. Okay, so here's the market. Everybody's all excited. And I said on Monday, I don't get it at all because our earnings were horrible. Our earnings were terrible. Our wages are terrible. Our wages are terrible. Job numbers were awful. Really. The monthly job report that we got, they're telling us, remember, we were averaging in 2018, 223,000 a month. In 2019, it dropped by 51,000 to 172,000 a month. We got our October number. It couldn't even meet our average monthly number of 223. Okay, we couldn't even meet the 172,000 that it dropped. Remember, just think of this: 2018 was 223, and then we dropped by 51,000 a month. So now we're only doing 172,000 a month, then 223,000 a month. Okay, then we got our number that came out right for October. It's even worse, 128,000. They going, wow, this is exciting. Remember this yesterday?
As we look at the market setup, it feels as though people want to latch onto any incremental bit of positive news to push stocks higher.
That's right. And so then you get people like Laura Ingraham comes on and says this.
For the answer, look no further than today's unreal, amazing jobs numbers.
Isn't that amazing? She doesn't even know what she's talking about. She wouldn't know the difference between a stock and a banana peel. She would know the difference between an earnings and a Swiss cheese sandwich. She wouldn't know. So somebody put that on her cue card to read, and she read it. Isn't that a stupid statement to make?
For the answer, look no further than today's unreal, amazing jobs numbers.
So unreal, amazing job number came in under the 223,000 average for 2018, came under the average, which we dropped, remember 2019, we dropped by 51,000 a month. It's 172. That's not bad enough. The number she's talking about is 128,000. Isn't that unbelievable? Earnings are flat. Earnings are terrible. They're flat. Why? Well, because what's happening is we're going from inflation to recession. And we're getting a peak of that right now. Because inflation is caused by keeping interest rates too low for too long. And when you keep interest rates too low for too long, people keep buying and buying and buying. The consumers keep consuming. They spend more money than they have. They keep borrowing to get credit cards. Remember, we were told that by Steve Leeson of CNBC.
People are feeling flush in their accounts, spending more than our income coming in.
Yeah, because they get credit cards. And they get credit cards, they feel good. They go down and buy an automobile, they feel good. So what's happening right now is and I told you about this the other day, what nobody understands is when they are getting these low interest rates, they're getting screwed. Because by keeping interest rates low, the top 1 percentile, their income is going up by 187%. Their income for the year going up by 187% because stocks are going up because they buy stocks. 83% of their income, or 85% of their income, the top 1%, is stock gains. The poor guy on Main Street, he thinks he's doing terrific because he can go down to the auto dealership and buy a car. He would lousy credit. He thinks he's great. He thinks everything's wonderful. He's got these extra credit cards coming in the mail. He thinks he's doing fine. But they're using him. They're using the guy on Main Street, keeping the credit low so the top 1 percentile can get even richer. His wealth goes up by 187%, while the guy on Main Street, his debt is going up by 187%, but he doesn't realize it. But now we see it because his wealth, he's in so much debt now that we're starting to see, of course, the dollars, the value of each dollar in his wallet, each dollar in his savings is going down. It's depreciated. His buying power is tanking. So now his consuming, we're starting to see from inflation to where we're going into recession. And how do you know that? Because they're not consuming as much. Because their purchasing power is going lower and lower and lower. How do we know that? Because we see business revenues are starting to decline. Business revenues, top-line sales are declining. And we're starting to see profits declining. But nobody's going to talk about that except me, and I am a grumpy old man. But you'll make money with me if you join my gang, I'll tell you that. Join right now. Remember St. Jude. I'll be right back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Join us Saturday, November 9th for the Veterans Day Block Party hosted by Operation Warrior Resolution. The best local bands, celebrities, food, and fun to celebrate those who served. Everyone welcome to come celebrate the military nonprofits of Sarasota over Veterans Day weekend, November 9th at Cityside Apartments in the historic Rosemary District in Sarasota.
Hi, I'm Kendra Simpkins, U.S. Army veteran and CEO of local veteran nonprofit Operation Warrior Resolution. Come celebrate Veterans Day with us at this free event with plenty of food and drink, live music, and celebrity surprises. Come show your support, honor our heroes, and have lots of fun. We provide peace to veterans in distress through the use of alternative methods.
Veterans Day weekend, November 9th at Cityside Apartments in the historic Rosemary District in Sarasota. For more information, go to OperationWarriorResolution.org. That's OperationWarriorResolution.org and click on the events page for the Veterans Day Block Party.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, boydinvestigativegroup.com.
License number A1900020.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here. And it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. So everybody is talking about how fantastic this economy is, how fantastic this market is. What they don't realize, and around October 15th, remember what they did. Larry Kudlow and his boys, called AKA Plunger Team, they had to stop people from thinking recession. Because guys like me, I'm not Republican, I'm not Democrat. Yes, I do support Trump. I want him to be our next president. I'll say that up front. You can hate me for it. But I think before you do, I think you should also think if you're an independent, and that's why we are independent, because we don't think team. We're not team players. We think like individuals. Do you really think it's fair? What the hell? These Democrats, these morons, these insane people, Shifty Schiff, who sits there and lies through his teeth, think that's all fair? I don't want to get into that. You can tune into Hannity and all that. I want to make you some money. But as an independent, I want you also to remember we have the same thing going on the other side with these financial business programs on these cable stations. These business programs are terrible. You're getting bold-faced lied to. Give you an example. Our government is spending $1 trillion more than takes in taxes. Now, remember what we were told. When they gave the tax cut, The $1.5 trillion tax cut. Remember what we were told. Now, this was Larry Kudlow, not the president, Larry Kudlow. And he convinced the president of this, that our GDP, remember, for 10 years, our GDP was about 2.5%. Could never hit 3% for 10 years. Even Obama couldn't hit 3%. So Kudlow comes in and says, Mr. President, let's cut taxes by $1.5 trillion for our friends, for the large corporations. And what that's going to happen, all that savings, they're going to take that money and plow it back into their companies to buy new machinery, new equipment. Their productivity is, so that means with new machinery, new equipment, all the Main Street workers who are working these plants and everywhere else, working construction, their productivity will increase big time because they're dealing with modern machinery. So they're going to get big wage increases. In fact, we're going to give every household, we can afford to give every household a check for $4,000. This is what they said. Remember that? And so the president said, all right, let's do it. Sounds good. Sounds great. In fact, let's do it. Well, it never happened. Okay, that's not what happened. Nobody got, only about, let's round it off, with 68.5%, let's say 70% of our workforce, our 1.5 million people workforce, 60, 70%, let's use 60%, I want to be conservative, let's say 60% never got a raise. It's almost 80%, but I'll use 60. Never got a raise, never got a raise. And very few ever got that $4,000 check. That's just a total bunch of nonsense. Total bunch of nonsense. So nobody got that. In fact, what happened was we started, once they cut those taxes, the companies, the corporations were paying zero taxes. They doubled. We had double the amount of companies now who pay zero taxes. And because we cut them, gave them a break of $1.5 trillion, they never put the money back into the companies. They put it in their own pocket. What do? They went and did stock buybacks. So the stock goes up and their salaries are tied to the stock and they're making a fortune. So they were making a fortune. So their salaries went up by 187% while Main Street decelerated. None of that happened. Now we got a real problem. On top of that, our government's now spending $1 trillion more than it's taking in taxes. So we have to now go to Europe because we're broke. We need to attract lenders. So we have to tell them, look, we'll raise our rates. And see, here's our problem. We can't raise rates. We tried. Since 2015, December, we tried 9 times to raise our rates, trying to get back to 3.5% a normal rate. We can't do it because every time we raised rates, our market went down. So now we're down between 1.5% and 1.7%, and we still aren't doing, we still can't, that's still too high because we have so much debt, this terrible debt, and we never grew the economy. Never grew the economy. Now here's the problem. When we go out and we go to these countries to borrow money, have them buy our treasuries, we're competing. These people don't have to loan us money. They don't have to loan us money. They go somewhere, they get more money from somebody else than for us. So the real problem we're having, we have to raise our rates. Say, we're going to give you more interest if you please lend us money. Now, what does that do? That kills the small business lending, the backbone of our economy. So when you say to these foreigners, please, will you buy our treasuries? We need to pay our electric bill. The United States net worth is negative $20 trillion. Oh, nobody ever talks about that. Nobody talks about our net worth, negative $20 trillion. So if we're asking for, we'll give them more interest, you know what that means? That means higher interest affects our 30-year fixed rate mortgage. That means 30-year fixed rate mortgage are going to go higher. That's going to kill the economy. This is crazy. That means we got to pay more interest on our national debt. What does that do? That kills our wages, slows our economic growth. That's what's going on right now. See, we're in so much trouble, but nobody wants to talk about it. Because as long as they can keep the stock market going up, these people on these financial shows, these TV financial shows, and like Laura Ingraham can sit there and just bold-faced lie. Now, Ingraham, I'd say she's not lying. She doesn't know any better.
For the answer, look no further than today's unreal, amazing jobs numbers.
Yeah, and the job numbers were going down. Now listen to Varney, what he says about wages.
The wages of lower paid workers are rising faster than that of any other group.
And that's a bold-faced lie. I don't think he's lying. He doesn't know any difference. He doesn't know. He doesn't study this stuff. He doesn't know. They said our wages are going up 3%. On a year-over-year basis, they said your wage is increasing 3%. No, I don't doubt that. But what they didn't do purposely is they don't add in your cost of living. You got to add it in. How much is your health insurance going up a year? You know that. It's going through the roof. How much is your credit card payments going up? How much is your student loan payment going up? All those things are going up. Well, when you add those in, we didn't get a 3% increase. It's a minus 1.3. But nobody wants to talk about that. So what do I do about this with my gang? We know the consequences are terrible when the government is spending $1 trillion more than it takes in. It's just, you can't grow your economy. It's just impossible. And here's the problem. Because we have $23 trillion in debt, we can't even raise rates back to normal, 3.5%. I told you this the other day. Fixed income people, when their rates at when you have a 3.5% interest savings account, you can go get 3.5% on, which was always normal for 50 years. You get an extra $250 billion a year. Or let's say it this way, $2,500 extra a month. People would get $2,500. The average retiree senior would get extra $2,500 a month by putting his money into fixed income. That's gone. That's gone. Remember, that income, we need that income to grow our economy. That's gone. So what do? Well, now you say, well, why don't we go to gold? But what these guys have done, they've turned around now telling everybody, oh, no, we're not going to have a recession, just like they did right before the 2008 crash. They did the same thing. What did they do? They re-engineered the biggest red flag we have. The biggest red flag that you know you're going to have a recession than a crash is the yield curve inversion. When the 3-month Treasury interest is higher than the 10-year. We'll talk about that when we get back, and some more stocks. We're going to talk about McDonald's when I get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. What if you could have an understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
Tell you every time I'm on the air, join my gang. Try it. Try it for 30 days. AT&T, we got a 3% profit so far in May. Our Goldman Sachs, we're up 6%. Our Intel, we have a profit of 16% shorting it. Caterpillar, we're up 11% shorting it. And Schlumberger, we're up 18% because we shorted it. That's how you make money in this game.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
We make sure our gang members are positioned to sell the market short with the same ease as going long. So you join the gang for $39.95, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You decide when you join the gang of our membership group what you want to follow. So let's say you decide you want to start following gold. Okay, so let's say you're going to follow AU. And by the way, we started to buy AU on May 30th. We're up 89%. We're there every day to tell our members what to do. At 2 o'clock, there's the video. Or if you want to be aggressive and you want to be a real trader, just come to my class every day from 9:30 to 11. That's your choice. If you get confused, you get a hold of us. You have your own personal coach, for God's sakes. And if you do exactly what we tell you in that video
every day, you'll be making money consistent.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264.
Join us Saturday, November 9th for the Veterans Day Block Party hosted by Operation Warrior Resolution. The best local bands, celebrities, food, and fun to celebrate those who serve. Do you understand? Everyone welcome to come celebrate the military nonprofits of Sarasota over Veterans Day week on November 9th at Cityside Apartments in the historic Rosemary District in Sarasota. Starts at 1600 hours. That's 4 p.m. for those who don't know. For more information, go to OperationWarriorResolution.org. That's OperationWarriorResolution.org and click on the events page for Veterans Day Block Party. Be there.
Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Phil's Gang Max Best 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Phil's Gang Max Best 1000 stock chart seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Phil's Gang Max Best 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts. I pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month. philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. You know, the best way to make money is the stock market. There's nothing better. But the problem is for you folks who are in 401ks and using advisors, stockbrokers, who, by the way, you don't have a fiduciary relationship with. I can prove that right here. This is unbelievable. People think you're a broker. You take them golfing with you and all that, and you take them to dinner. And are you nuts?
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
Our responsibility begins and end with our partners and our shareholders, not you. Well, that's different here at Phil's Gang. We devote everything to our partners, everything to our members. Because we're raising money for St. Jude, number one. We've been doing that for now over, 20 years. So people ask me, well, if you're so negative on the market, then why are you buying stocks? Because, remember, when the market opens, you got to get rid of your opinion so you don't lose your money. Because remember, if they're going to keep driving this market higher, they'll drive it higher until they can't anymore, and then it crashes. The dot-com, they did that. They drove it until they couldn't drive the dot-com anymore. What happens with each crash? What happens with each crash? When you're driving a market up, creating a bubble, eventually the bubble has to stop. Because while the very wealthy is making a fortune in the stock market, the top 1% where they rigged the interest rates so low and easy credit so they can go borrow money and buy the dot-com stocks, where the guy on Main Street, he's on wages. He's on wages. He can't do that. So the top 1% are making a fortune on the stock market. But they appease the guy on Main Street. Oh, you can use the same low rates we have. Even though you're not buying stocks, go buy a car. Go buy a speedboat. Go buy a new Jeep. So while he's making a fortune, because remember, he's not a fixed income guy. He's not on a salary. It doesn't matter to him that every time you keep interest rates this low and you're out consuming, the dollar in your pocket the purchasing power gets less and less and less. The only way that stops if you allow a recession. But remember, we didn't let a recession happen with the dot-com. We didn't let a recession happen with the housing con, nor are we going to let a recession happen now with QE con. The rich who control the market aren't going to let that happen. So they drove our debt, national debt, from $5 trillion to $23 trillion. Now we can't raise rates because our debt's too high. We're paying $600 billion in interest every year on our national debt, but we can't raise those rates. Remember what helped the crash of 2008 when they tried to raise rates just a little bit and the market crashed? That's where we are now. We tried to raise them 9 times since December 2015. Each time the market started to pull back, was going to ready to go into a correction. They stopped it. So the rich keep getting richer and the poor keep getting poorer, but they don't understand that. As long as they think they can go out and keep buying stuff, they think they're rich too. Until one day they find out they need more dollars because they're on fixed. Because remember, they get a salary. They're making $200 a week or making $500 or $800 a week. All of a sudden they're finding that $800 or $1,000 a week, they're consuming less because they didn't figure it out. If a guy's making even $2,000 a week, he hasn't figured it out. He's been buying so much, he hasn't figured out. Now he needs more dollars to consume what he consumed a year ago. He needs double the amount of dollars. Because by keeping interest rates too low for too long, that's what happens. Your dollars start to devaluate. But people don't think about that. Now what we're seeing is, where does that show up? Well, it shows up in a couple of places. It shows up to negative housing starts, negative pending home sales, negative durable goods sales orders. Yields start inverting, and when the yield did invert, where you're getting more interest on 3 months than your 10-year, what did they do in October? Cuddle and his boys, they turned around, they re-engineered it so that now the 3-month is showing the interest rates are lower and the 10-year higher, and people are running out of the bond market because they're saying, oh, look at this. The 3-month yields are lower now. 10-year are higher, so there's no more inversion of a yield curve. So that means there's not going to be any more recessions. So people are jumping out of the bond market, jumping out of gold. Keep your eye on gold, you'll see. I just want to run out of time. For those who are buying McDonald's, remember, we're buying it with my gang, but not today. Okay, not today. McDonald's is going to be a great opportunity. We put an advance order in McDonald's, so when it gets back above $200, we got a buy already set in place. We're going to take advantage of McDonald's. Because right now, my chart, my MV2 color-coded chart, shows it's red, showing the institution still pulling money out. When the institutions start buying McDonald's again, it'll turn green, and we'll start buying it slowly. We'll start buying it slowly. And that's what we do. We look for good deals like that. But the other thing you got to start buying, okay, and don't do this on your own, oils. I told my gang about 5 weeks ago, wait, everybody was down on oil. Everybody down on oil, like they were gold. And look what we did with gold. We got a 60% return on gold. Nobody was buying it. We started to buy in May. Now I said to my gang, you watch, oil's going to be like gold. But you got to be patient. You got to be patient. Now what's going on with oil? Starting to go back up. So we got some beautiful profits in our oil stocks, our Schlumberger. Okay, all the oils are starting to move back up again. Okay, so you want to be in oils. You want to be in OH, Schlumberger, Halliburton, Rig, all the nice oil service companies, the drillers. So join my gang, and every day we'll tell you exactly what to do. At 2 o'clock, we have a video, and we talk about each one of our stocks, each one of our member portfolio stocks. We tell you exactly what to do. How can you go wrong? And every day, I'm watching the shenanigans that are going on Wall Street. I understand what's going on. It's all I do. It's all I do. If you want to believe what these guys are telling you, like Varney,
the wages of lower paid workers are rising faster than that of any other group.
And he doesn't get it. He's not even figuring in cost of living. It's just unbelievable. So we've got some great opportunity. Yes, the market, look at the dot-com crashed, the housing con crashed, and the QE is going to crash. They're all man-made bubbles. So you want to catch them on the way up, and then we catch them on the way down. They're man-made. They're man-made. The very wealthy in this country creates these bubbles. They know when they're going to crash. They know when they're going to pop. When you, the consumer, you consume so much because the rates were never gone up, that the dollar is getting destroyed, the purchasing price, and all of a sudden you can't consume as much. When you can't consume as much, it means because you need more dollars. If you bought a hat for $5 a year ago, you need $7 now to buy the same hat. Because when you don't have recessions and you don't control our debt, and debt's going wild from $5 trillion to $23 trillion, the dollars they keep printing and printing and printing, trying to keep up, your dollars keep going down in value. What starts each crash is after we get the inflation part of it, where prices go up because everything's in demand because you can buy stuff with low rates. But soon you find out you can't buy anymore. That, like I said, that hat that you bought for $3, now you need $5 to buy the same hat. So all of a sudden your consumption stops, your consumption slows. Then we start seeing that. Where do we start seeing it? And this is what I watch for my gang. We start seeing it with negative housing starts, negative pending home sales, negative durable goods orders, especially the big one, yield inverting. But they rigged that October 15th, so it won't invert anymore. But here's where you really see it. You see it with the numbers. You see that the top line revenues of companies are going down. Their revenues are going down, then their profits going down. Then the first thing they do, they drop prices. So we're going from inflating prices to prices deflating, and then people get laid off. That happened with the dot-com, the housing con. You don't think it's going to happen with the QE con? Why would we be so lucky to think that it wouldn't happen with QE con we're in? But it did with the dot-com and the housing con. And all these bubbles are made by the same people. So join my gang, 877-600-GANG, or go to my site and sign up. And every day, you'll get a video that has our portfolio. It tells you to do exactly what to do with each stock. That's the easiest way. It's like I'm talking to you every day exactly what to do with your stock for $39.95 a month. What are you, nuts? So join my gang. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG and be on the right side of these bubbles all the time. And then you can sleep at night and you can help St. Jude. We'll see you on the charts. Join my gang now.